Hey there, Rust players. Are you tired of grinding for hours and barely getting any scrap?
Hey yo, what the?
Well, I've got some good news for you. I'm here to share my top tips on how to get scrap fast. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, these tricks will have you swimming in scrap in no time. So sit tight, grab a drink, and get ready to level up your Rust game like never before. Just so you will never miss out on another game-changing guide, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Method number one that I had to put on this list when it comes to getting scrap fast is, of course, component farming. Component farming is a super easy strategy, especially if you have a favorite monument or monuments that you just like to run. For this strategy, you will simply find tons of components and throw them all in the recycler to be made into the key things that you need throughout your wipe. This can be metal frags, cloth, but most importantly, tons of scrap. I'll be leaving a link down below in the description just to show you a chart of everything you could possibly put in that recycler that will come out as scrap. Recycling can definitely bring tons of fast scrap throughout your wipe depending on what components you decide to recycle. Out of this list, I do feel that this is the easiest method that anyone can do, especially you guys out there that are beginners, but anyone can do this method and it is fairly safe and very effective. Now it's time for scrap method number two. Now this one is a little bit of a different type of method, so just bear with me because it'll get a little confusing, especially if you are a beginner. Now I won't lie to you, this method will take a little bit of time to set up, but after you set it up, it is going to rain in all the scrap. Now the second method that I have for you that I like doing is, of course, horse farming. This is a strategy that's super easy and can be a little annoying at times. For this method, you truly want to build a base just for your horses. Now I have to warn you, you have to be careful just because in this method, horses tend to die a little faster when you're not taking care of them or if you leave them in the base for too long. But the goal of this method is to keep your horses fed and let the magic happen. When I say magic, I mean you're about to go and collect some horse poop. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. This might not be the most glamorous way to get scrap, but let me tell you something. Just hear me out. It's a very rewarding method. After you go and collect all the poop, you want to place all of it in the compost and let the profits stack. Now, when you are ready to cash out, it is going to be time for you to trade all of that fertilizer into an insane amount of scrap. So for this method, with all of that fertilizer in your pockets, you want to head over to Bandit Camp and look for the shop that allows you to trade fertilizer for scrap. Now, this process does take a little bit. There is a limit to how much you can actually trade for scrap, but if you let time go by a little bit, then of course you can go and trade some more. But when it's all said and done, you will be amazed at the amount of scrap you have acquired by just completely doing nothing. All you did was feed some horses, collect the poop, run the poop over to Bandit Camp, and just trade it in for a crazy amount of scrap. So now we have to talk about this third method. Now the third method is going to be the most difficult out of all of these methods in this video. Now, not only is this method a little bit more difficult than the other ones, but it's also a little bit riskier. And this third method that I have for you guys in this video is, of course, raiding. Not all the time will raiding be a difficult task for a lot of you Rust players out there. Sometimes you just have to raid, especially when the opportunity presents itself. Raiding can be easy and really rewarding. One of my favorite perks with raiding is, of course, with the raids, the chances of finding a lot more than just scrap is always a possibility. With a mix of scrap and tons of components, raiding is a great way to get your hands on tons of new items. In the near future, if If you guys really want to see a video on how you can raid or the different forms of raiding, if you are a beginner, then I might just make a video on that, but y'all just let me know down below in the comments. These were only my favorite 3 ways of getting fast scrap. Now, if you guys want more, I will be making a part 2 in the near future if you guys want it, but the best way to tell me that you guys want a part 2 is of course by smashing a like on this video. Now, don't forget, before you guys leave, make sure to comment down below what is your favorite method of getting scrap. I really want to see who has the best ways down below in the comment section. But I want to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.